Hello and welcome to another anime reaction stream, and today we're gonna start watching the third season of Oshi no Ko. I had reacted to the second season. That reaction is lost. It was on my old channel, unfortunately, and obviously I had watched on my own at the time the first season. Big fan. I mean, big fan of Dogakobo as a studio. They do amazing work in terms of presentation and visuals, right? And also big fan of Akasakaraka because I love Kaguya-sama. I even like the ending. I know it's, also kind of criticized, but I also like it. I even had read his first manga, Abi Bullets. And yeah, so far I really enjoyed Oshi no Ko. Obviously I know the reputation by now. Frankly, it does seem like every manga has that reputation now, like Chainsaw Man, Oshi no Ko, that the ending is gonna be terrible. I don't know the spoilers about why it's gonna be terrible. I've managed to avoid that. But yeah, from what I understand, we still have 2 or 3 seasons, and I think season 4 has already been announced. But yeah, we're gonna watch a couple episodes today, maybe not too many. I will finish next time. There's only 11 episodes too for this new season. But yeah, I am happy to continue. I mean, I think season 2 was great. Maybe it got a bit weird toward the end with the girl who was kind of like a child of death kind of thing, whatever. And then it ended with the dad. I think the dad is finally gonna show up. The one who might have told the killer that killed I, where they lived. So there is that, right? Frankly, if I'm to be honest, while that main plot is kind of interesting, what I've enjoyed the most about Oshi no Ko is all the stuff about, the different characters trying to get into the entertainment industry. I think that's been the most interesting part of it. So hopefully there's still a good amount of that. Season 2 had, the idol group Bikomachi coming back up, the stuff with, the reality TV show, and, then the theater acting, which was amazing. There was also the mangaka stuff. All of that stuff was really, really interesting, and frankly to me, I enjoyed that part of Oshi no Ko a lot more than the mystery. It's like, in a perfect world, they would just move on from the death of I, and, the story would be just following their life in the entertainment industry and all of the drama and interesting stuff that happened there. I think I would enjoy that more, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see what happens in season 3, I guess, with the dad kind of showing up to the graveyard, I think. I haven't rewatched season 2 recently. It's already been like a year or something, but I think I remember enough. So yeah, I think that was the last thing that happens. He shows up, and there's also that, that girl that's kind of I remember I was almost implied like she was dead or something. It was kind of weird, can't lie. But yeah, this was voted on my Patreon. You can join my Patreon for free to vote, but then you can join for paid to also request stuff directly. 2 people voted for Oshi no Ko season 3. 1 person voted for Golden Kamuy final season, which I just finished rewatching all of Golden Kamuy. So I might actually watch that next rather than make another poll, since someone voted for it. And then I'll make another poll. We'll see. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you can also check out my Discord if you want. Link for all that in the description. Stream Element if you want to support me. And also get membership on YouTube. The reward being some funny emote and also the ability to request reaction videos every month. So you can consider that. But yeah, I don't know if there's too much more to say. I hope that this season is good. I've been told before that it won't go bad yet. And obviously I'm still kind of shit, what's the word? Skeptical about, it really going bad, because people were really saying that about the end of Kaguya-sama, and I didn't really feel like that, right? It is not impossible, because it is true that many mangaka are just not great at ending their stories, right? It's a pretty common problem with manga, I feel like, masters would just, they've told such a great story, and then they just mess up the ending, and you wonder, how can that happen? But, I'm enjoying Oshi no Ko, so I'm not gonna think too bad about the fact that it might go bad, All I can say, yeah. So yeah, as always, this is a timer reaction. You'll get your copy of the episode and watch alongside me. My episode 1 of season 3, for example, is 23 minutes and 50 seconds. It starts right away with no logo. It's like an image of Bikomachi album or something. I think that's what it is. So yeah, I'm ready to watch. Hope it's good. Let's watch. BGM. So, Oshi no Ko, Season 3, Episode 1. I don't know the number of episodes, like, overall, maybe 30 something. Yeah. So, Oshi no Ko, Season 3, Episode 1, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Recap, I need that, yeah. Miyako, best MILF. Kawaii. I remember that, yeah. Yeah, Ruby going kinda crazy from the discovery. Kawaii. $20 million. They cooked, huh? Mm. I mean, she's one of an asset to the group. Having someone so good with all this stuff in the group. I mean, that's pretty good. I had a channel with 19,000 subs once. Okay, nicht. Man, the theater play was so good. I remember that. Netflix. If we decided to go for the entertainment industry, yeah. That's what it was. Yon, let's go. I want that too, please. Still being like this? Or to be still? I mean, it's not all gonna be happy, you know, it's still the entertainment industry, but I think the problems are like more complicated than that. Oh yeah, that's right. Feels bad. I mean, I think Akane is great, but you know, I said my position before, right? This is definitely a bit of a complicated choice. Oh, I had reacted to the new opening and ending, well, the song at least. I haven't seen the visuals. Oshi no Ko. That's cute. Doga Kobo cooking. I still kind of miss the era of doing mostly cute girl anime. Slice of life cute girl anime. But this is still a cute girl anime in a way. So Bikomachi opening, yeah. Sorry. That's the dad, right? He looks young though. He's weird. Wow, the dancing is so cute. Nice transition. I don't think so soon. I mean, Calf, you know, if you look at numbers, most of her covers get millions of views. She had like just a few 100,000 subs, but she filled Budokan and Tokyo Dome. Yep. Time are changing. This guy is kinda cute. He's like a cute version of the right guy from Harry Potter. I mean, Ruby will stay, but Kana is definitely, yeah, she might leave. Arech. Ok. Aqui vai a roxa, então. I guess he knows that he's hurting her, so he's trying to just let her move on, but not that simple. Playing it as a joke, but it is really sad, obviously. Also for Akane, because he's more with her because of his goals. Not getting passed down. That's where he's going right now, yeah. Most of the time they don't, yeah. I really like Mincho. Kana is still my favorite, but Mincho is a close second. It's more than that. A red-blooded boy. He's trying to scare her away, I guess. Yeah. But is that what she wants? You should ask her if that's what she wants. Does she want her career? Does she want her love? She does have mommy vibe. People are losing their jobs soon with AI. Auto mosaicing. Or if these two will be relevant this season. Yeah. Just a fan. Could be interesting. His face. Kawaii. Pikachu Queen. Okay. I like the little glimpse in the content they're doing. I mean, not like him. I definitely don't love that. It's like, ah, was he a character before? The episode was called Damn Bad. I am Dan Bad, but for Miyako only. Did we see that guy before? I don't remember. Obviously, like when I do reaction to a new season or something, I tend to try to rewatch the show just before, so I'm like fully, refreshed on all the characters and everything. But yeah, like I've been rewatching Golden Kamuy recently, for a couple of weeks at least, and yeah, I just didn't have time for Oshi no Go. I also didn't think that's what would win. I thought Freeland would win in the poll, like Freeland season 2, which I'd rewatched not too long ago, so yeah, I just wasn't ready for Oshi no Go to be the first one I do. I hope that I didn't forget this guy, but I don't know. Otherwise, yeah, as always, the direction, presentation, animation, the art style, just incredible. Yeah, Shamina's song. I reacted to that one. The Gecko just godly studio. If you haven't seen the video for this song, check it out. It's great. Yeah, good stuff. I mean, we're back in the thick of it, it's like, again, I just wish they'd stop pursuing the main thing and just fully focus on the idol Kaya side of things. You know what I mean? It's really that feeling of that, in a sense, they kind of do, right? Like most of this episode was like, relationship drama and to an extent, industry stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. I always enjoy the way Akasaka Aka in his stories, and Kaguya-sama did the same. He's obviously a younger guy, right? Still in his 20s, I assume. And so he incorporated a lot of stuff of modern culture, right? Like the commentary about, a lot of the, modern artists getting to Budokan or Tokyo Dome are not really often brought up in the old traditional way, but sometimes through the internet. And we know he's a fan of VTubers, so he's definitely seen that happening and stuff like that, right? Yeah, I like that aspect of Akasaka's Aka story, There's always stuff like that, and I think it's quite nice. So yeah, really good first episode. I think one of the things that's like so well done with Oshinoko is how cute they portray the girls, the outfits, the animation, the little like mannerism that they have, and just the quality of the art style. It's really like just so high quality. Yeah, I mean peak TV anime. Anyway, let's watch episode 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Actually, yeah, okay. So this is the real opening, okay. As I said, like the first opening, I don't actually think I heard it, because I remember the Chanmina one. This is it. Wow. Sugoi dekai. Whoa, cool outfits. Wait, is Akane joining the group? Or is it just for the opening? Sisters. Wow, this is so good looking. Don't die, ready or alive. Damn, this looks awesome. all the red string of fate, which is actually binding him, and they're basically high. Interesting. Oh, yes, 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 the manager of I. It would be interesting to bring him back into the fold. So that's how she gets ideas, huh? I see. That makes sense. Huh? Well, Yushenko is good at showing all the fakeness of things, and yet still at the same time, I can be fun to be a fan. I can be entertaining. Damn. That's kind of extreme. and other people are taking notes. Interesting. Wow. That's more than being nice, though. Now the guy's gonna think you like girl. You like him. Are you sure? Fuck you. How do we take down this guy? It's a massive amount of people here. The faces in Oshi no Ko are so good. Like the expression, I would say. Last time I watched TV was freaking like 2014 maybe. Then always on PC. Is it gonna be the pink haired one? Ok. Honest. I I mean, I don't like being compared to that guy, but I also had the impression this wouldn't be that hard. Like, this isn't a small show, so it shouldn't be that hard to find people. I mean, in a sense, they're all cosplayer in a sense. Yeah. Moumouf. I like Akane, but yeah. It's just like, but I also feel bad for her for kind of how he's using her. It's like, I just like kind of more. Here we go. Called it. I mean, this is the industry. Everybody lies. it's really like that in Japan. In the West, cosplay stuff is so much more free, yeah? But in Japan, I guess with all the more tight copyright rules, it seems a bit scary. Oh, he has a sister. She's cosplaying the cute sister. I mean, it is a choice. Are you a VTuber? VTuber? Of course, there would be VTuber. I guess like I loves VTuber. I mean, if you don't know, the guy is literally like done gaming collab with VTubers. I hate the term metaverse though. At least. 200,000 is pretty good. OBS, you can see the UI of OBS, the streaming software. That's what I got. Oh. Okay. They're all insanely cute in this art style. The fuck are you on? It's not good, huh? Fuck, fire this guy. Fire this guy. free size. The eyes is at 26 calculating. Yeah, okay. Good episode. I talked about it when I reacted to season 2, but once again, I think one thing I really appreciate with Akasa Karaka's approach with Oshi no Ko is that, you know, on one side it's very blunt and acknowledging about all of the dark side of all of the different aspects of the entertainment industry, from like, you know, cosplayer, actors, idols, mangaka, you know, so far we've seen like many of the dark side, but again, it's still not really something that's fully rejecting it. Kasaka himself clearly is a fan of all those different things, and you know, that's what I like so much about Oshi no Ko, because I relate. On one side, I really don't enjoy the dark side of things and all the bad stuff, but also can't help myself being a fan of a lot of stuff like that, you know, like celebrities, actors, idols, you know. Like sometimes you see people say something like, you know, you should never be a fan of idol with how much you know how terrible, you know, the culture is and all the bad stuff that happen. But if you go by that logic about anything, you should literally go into your room and hang yourself, in a sense of like everything is fucked up. I mean, you know, the food making industry, the car industry, the, you know, whatever job you're working at, whatever your phone brand is, whatever it is, everything has like a ton of dark side to it, right? You know what I mean? You know, and maybe you could make an argument that like that's different between like necessities and, you know, entertainment industry. I think there could be an argument to be made there, but you know what I mean? I think people go too far with their self-righteousness sometimes. And yeah, again, I totally acknowledge that, you know, the idol industry is probably pretty fucked up, so like, you know, there's a lot of bad stuff happening, but at the same time, again, like, it's so easy to become a fan of, you know, the incredible amount of talent and hard work that goes into a lot of the stuff that we see. So yeah, again, I think that's one aspect that I really enjoy about Oshi no Ko. It's not just, you know, always like negative about everything. You know, it's like someone who's a fan of all this, and some aspect of Oshi no Ko is really like, you know, exploring some of the good and the great aspect and the stuff that needs to be celebrated, while also definitely talking about a lot of the bad stuff in a much more open way than you'd expect. I guess it's really, I think, a duality in Oshi no Ko that I enjoy a lot. Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, really good stuff. Yeah, let's see what happens with all this. I mean, you know, sometimes it's like also, I guess one thing with this episode is also maybe touching on the thing of like, does authenticity matter if you're entertained? You know, you often know that like when you watch idol interview, a lot of what they might say might be what they've been coached to say, or like they're just coming up with stuff to appear more quirky and fun. So like, it's not authentic, so like, is it bad? Even if you're enjoying it, if you're having fun, if you think it's entertaining, you know what I mean? I think a lot of us know, like, you know, like celebrities most of the time are really like, you know, not how they sell themselves, and yet we enjoy the way they sell themselves, and if we get enjoyment out of it, does it matter that it's not like real? I don't know. For me, it's mixed. I do like people who seem more genuine, but I also don't really mind, you know, like with VTubers, right? I mean, I'm a big fan of VTubers, and a lot of them, you know, that they are playing their personalities and sometimes playing into a character, so it's not fully how they are, right? And I don't mind that because it's super entertaining, you know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Yeah, so my take on it is that I don't mind. Episode 3 in 5. Oh wait, I forgot to reset the timer. Episode 3 and change this. Episode 3 for real. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Dear somebody. It's so much to see in this opening. I really have to say, like, what Dokukobo have done with Oshi no Ko is some of the most gorgeous chara design I've ever seen in an anime. Since when is Akane this fucking big? Or is this supposed to be like a parody or something? What's that visual with the bandaged hand? Broken out kana, yeah? I like the goddess that she was, yeah? Is an angel with one wing. I guess 3 wings on one side. Do or die. Then the rabbit thing I don't really get. The red string of fate are pretty obvious, right? The red string of fate tying them to eye is like, you know, it's unfortunately like treating them like marionettes, right? So they're not really free to do what they want right now, as they need to find a killer. So they're like marionettes of fate. That's pink hair one. Kawaii. VTuber. I don't remember. But doesn't she do gravure? Like, she won't be shocked. She does gravure. I don't remember her being introduced before. Not everybody is a pro, I mean. That guy seemed like quite a mess. The guy who organized this. Dumb. Baki character over here. Pekali sweat. I don't think it's gonna be creepy to the cosplayer. Exactly what I said. How much do you make from your adult content? I don't remember meeting her. Like, when did we meet an AV actress? I'm forgetting, I guess. In a costume. I mean, even if she's an AV actress, she was contracted as a cosplayer, so like, you don't have the right to ask her stuff like this. Feel bad. I don't know if this is good for you to post this. 3 million views, 4 million views, やばい。Is this gonna portray the rift between modern media and TV? Yeah. That's not your fault. It's always the same, right? Like, someone who does lewd content, some people will assume that it's a free card for anything. Fair enough. But I hope that she's okay, because they might come after her. The big deep incident. All because you were an asshole. Oh. It's not political correctness, it's literally just basic human correctness. But don't be a fucking idiot and contract people who are willing to talk about the question you ask them. It's really that simple. I'm sure there's a ton of AV actress who would like be willing to just do a simple interview. You see it on YouTube all the time. Outrage content does pay the bill for a lot of people these days. He's kind of self-aware, interesting. What even is TV? I mean, just switch to internet stuff. You're already helping your sister, so you're kind of like VTuber manager, director. I mean, people might watch more because of the outrage is also one of the things. How do you solve this? Oh, they brought her on. Are they gonna discuss the subject? I mean, that's a good way to do it. Is it a debate? I mean, this is much more interesting and a better way to handle something like this than just apologizing or ignoring it. People need to talk about things. Right, things needs to be more than people just being mad and forcing people to apologize. It's about trying to change people's mind, trying to change things, and simply getting people to apologize usually is the cheap way out. I mean, it's still not that deep. Literally, it's just like when you contract someone for something, you literally like tell them everything you want from them in advance. What kind of question they were gonna be asked, what kind of show they're expected to do. It's that simple. That's the way to rectify this. The stone face. Yeah, it's always because every decision goes through so many people that sometimes you get lost in the sauce. Because of previous mistake and stuff being used in the wrong place. She's cute. She looks less tired than before. Classique. Of course. I mean, frankly, I don't even think it's really pursued, right? I mean, I think these days, like, everybody just does what they want. Like, cosplay, especially. I don't think most people even think of asking, especially it's for like an anime or manga, right? At least individuals, right? If it's a company, maybe, yeah. Fair enough. I mean, again, the situation is not that deep. It's just basic human decency. Okay. Is he getting a great entrance? Is he cosplay? I mean, looking good. This comes off a bit as a joke though, I don't know. Like he's trolling. I don't know if this actually feels genuine or like a joke. There's an angle there though, like making him learn how hard it is to cosplay, come up with a cosplay, make the cosplay, so he can appreciate it. Okay, yeah, that's what matters. Okay, this is the right way to do it. Not just that he wears a cosplay, but that he learned to appreciate cosplaying. Peak. This is how you solve things. I mean, it's fine. I understand why he's like sus, like who is guiding her, right? But we know who it is. It's the ex-I manager who's, you know, not a bad guy, so it's fine. Man, that was good. Frankly, like this is such a like the single episode alone is such a great representation of like what I wish was the way people solved things these days, and I understand that not every issue can be solved like this. But I think we all know that today, you know, outrage and apology farming is the way that people do it, right? Like literally, you know, rather than having a conversation, trying to change mind, trying to improve things, if someone does something bad, everybody just, you know, insult them and force them into an apology that might not be genuine, and that doesn't solve shit, right? You just made someone apologize, and that's about it. I really think that this is much, much more like how things should go. I understand, obviously, like, you know, not with everything, right? It really depends, but there's so much stuff, especially on the internet, so much drama that, again, you know, it should be solved like this. But I think another problem is that most people are also not that open to genuinely engaging in, you know, maybe I was wrong, let me see how I was wrong, like this dude was, you know. I respect him for being willing to do that, you know. Good stuff, actually good stuff. Again, like this is what I think is the best part of Oshinoko, not the main plot about like Ice Killer, but all this stuff about the industry. Like this is really what's so great. So I think even knowing the reputation that, you know, the ending is probably gonna suck, I almost feel like I won't mind that much, because for me clearly Oshinoko so far is like, you know, it's all those individual stories about like different people in the entertainment industry. Like that's really what is the art of it for me, what is really the quality of it. So yeah, this was great. This was actually great. Seriously, good stuff, really good stuff. Yeah, and again, what I'm talking, ad mighty, I myself have been like that many times where like, I'd rather say sorry even if I don't really mean it and I haven't changed my mind. Because again, I do understand that it's really just not that simple sometimes to change your mind about something. But yeah, culture has just gone too much in the way these days of like, when someone does a mistake, it's just like, people, all they want is like to outrage farm and feel good about themselves by making the other side apologize, but nothing is really gained from that most of the time. I mean, sure, like, a lot of the time the celebrity apologizing, they might just do like a quick apology saying and, act like they've changed and all that, but usually it's not really meant because, it's only a reaction to the backlash, right? And that's not how you make people change, by piling up on them. I mean, it's a delicate balance. I do understand that it's really complicated to properly do stuff like this and change people's mind and grow, and everybody grows out of an experience like this. I mean, it's not that easy to do, but, people don't aim for even trying to do it most of the time. I think that's the issue. Yeah. Anyway, episode 4, sorry. Episode 4. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Bam, bam, bam. So far this is killer, yeah. Actually, it does make me want to rewatch everything from the beginning yet again. But maybe I'll wait for season 4. Maybe I'll wait for that. Sorry for all the noise. Je mets... Such a good song. I mean, frankly, all the openings, all the songs from Oshi no Ko have been killer as well, yeah. So she gained discounts, director's thing. Well, attention. Don't go for the AD, go for the straight D. She want that D. What? So she set it up that far. This is not really... Uh, uh, yeah, but... Okay, Ruby is maybe going down the wrong path. Evil mastermind kind of thing, but at the same time, everything is net positive, but you can see the slippery slope, right? Yeah, bye. She's kind of losing her innocence kind of thing. Yeah, right. Right. The creepy ass children music. Like, in this case, it's okay, but overall, this is not good. It's a slippery slope of how Ruby might change into a very different person. Damn. The art is so good. Not the past that I want to see on. Man, time is passing fast, huh? It's more than the looks. She's becoming like a master of deception. wonder if Miyako can tell Ruby is not going in the right direction. Can she tell? Oh, man, we're really like fast forwarding. I wonder if this is like that in the manga or if this stuff is being skipped. Huh? She looks so much like I now. The calculating is there, so. Nah, it's not luck. I mean, it would be one hell of an asset. Feels bad, man. If only you genuinely think like that. He's gonna say it. The plot thickens as always. So we're shifting the past once again. I mean, everything is still in question, yeah. And we're back to this. He's about to get close to her again, despite everything. She misunderstood. Not Daijobu. Well, it was too normal for a while, I guess. He has to go back to this. You're a bit off. I mean, she was right for a bit. When is that showing up? Mm. So it is. So it is. I mean, from what we've seen, it looks more like he could be his brother, not his father. Oh, and Elise is kind of crazy as always. I mean, it looks more like a mix of Ruby and Aqua. A bit androgynous. Okay. I mean, I don't actually expect the dad to be a good guy, but not to be the one behind I's death fully, at least. I don't think it's that simple, right? Yeah. Good episode, even though, again, you can tell, but I am kind of like on the side of reluctance with getting back into the whole plot of well, the whole main plot. Again, I don't dislike it, but I enjoy the stuff about the industry so much more. Also, it's really sad to see Ruby is losing herself even more, right? You know, Aqua has been a bit of a mess since the beginning, right? But she really managed to be somewhat genuine and all that, but now she's really like, you know, so far you might say like, that little incident, nothing bad was done, right? Sure, she used people like pawn, but you know, everybody came out great out of it. But it's still not great that she's becoming like a master manipulator like this, and it's a slippery slope where eventually she might do things with bad result for some people, and that's not the Ruby we like. We like the innocent, nice, and genuine Ruby. This is not what we want. and I don't know how long it's gonna take to fix this, if she can even be not fixed, but reverted back to normal, I guess I would say. Yeah. I don't know. It feels unfortunate. On one hand, it's kind of like fun to watch that she's becoming a master manipulator and the kind of crazy stuff that she set up, right? By analyzing people's personalities and how she can use them and how she can fix everything, but again, well, she might do that for now. How long until she, rather than make everybody benefit from our manipulations, yeah, it starts going in the opposite direction. I don't know. It's kind of something to think about. Anyway, episode 5 next. I think we'll stop at 5 for today and watch the rest next time. Actually, do I stop here or do I stop? I don't know. You know what? I think I'll stop here for today. I'll keep the last 7 episodes for next time. Yeah, I want to do that. I think I'm ending stream a bit early, but I'll just react to some videos. I get that to do. Okay, well, so far so good. I mean, it's just more Oshi no Ko, right? It's pretty damn amazing. I think is what I can say. It's really some great anime. Again, it's been kind of like such a weird thing to witness because I haven't read the manga, but it's been kind of hard to avoid over the last couple of years now. People who have read the manga and who are just so happy telling everybody how, to shit Oshi no Ko goes toward the end or something. That has been kind of like this dissonance because so far like the anime has been so good, right? I mean, it's been incredible since the beginning in what it's doing. And it's been kind of hard to ignore that fear that it's actually gonna go bad, you know what I mean? But so far, yeah, up to this point, I mean, it's still as incredible as ever. Like watching this first 4 episodes, yeah, from the writing to the production value of it, it's been just incredible, and it's really not losing that. Yeah, I'm really, really loving it. Yeah. So yeah, next week we'll finish the season. We'll be doing that. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time. As always, what's